Okay, class. Okay, so we go to the admittance parameters, still on two-part networks. Okay, but we have to for this topic. Okay, so we have a subtopic, so we have to determine the admittance parameter. Okay, so for admittance parameter, okay, so still the two-part network. Okay, we driven by can be either driven by voltage or also can be driven by currents. Okay, so here we are not assume any independent source in the network. Okay, so for your for general formula for your admittance parameter is I1 is equivalent to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 is equivalent to Y21 V1 plus Y22 Y22 V2. So in matrix form, we can put your I matrix, I1 and I2 is equivalent to Y matrix, Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22 times with your V matrix, V1, V2, or also equivalent to Y matrix times with your voltage matrix, V1 and V2. Okay, so where your Y terms, are called the admittance parameters or simply Y parameters, and their units are in Siemens. Okay, so from this general equation, I1 is equivalent to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 is equivalent to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Okay, so your first step, you can obtain your Y11 and Y22 by connect your current source I1 to port 1, and you short circuit your port 2. Okay, which your V2 will become 0. Okay, so here, for this condition, you put your V2 is equal to 0, or you short circuit your output port. Okay, so you give your I1 at your input port. Okay, so at this condition also, you get your Y11 is equivalent to I1 divided by V1, because we know that your admittance is current divided by voltage, right? So the respective Y11 is equal to I1 divided by V1 when you consider V2 is equal to 0. Okay, when you equal your V2 equal to 0, so what you have is this term. Okay, and then the next term, is Y21. Okay, it is equivalent to I2 divided by V1. Okay, when you put your V2 is equal to V1, your V2 is equal to 0. So what you have is this term Y21. Okay, which is equivalent to I2 divided by V1. Okay, so your Y11 is short circuit input admittance. Okay, so Y21 is short circuit transfer admittance from port 1 to port 2. Okay, so from this formula also, next we have to obtain your Y12 and Y22. Okay, so by connecting your current source I2 into your port 2, and you short circuit your input port, or your V1 is equal to 0. Okay, when you put your V1 is equal to 0, you zero this your V1 here. Okay, so what you have is Y12. Y12 is equivalent to I1 divided by V2. Okay, and then the next term is Y. When you zero your V1, so what you have is Y22. Y22 is equal to I2 divided by V2 here. Okay, so Y12 is your short circuit transfer admittance from port 2 to port 1, while your Y22, is short circuit output admittance. Okay, so we go to example 4. Okay, so you have to determine your Y parameters of the following circuit. So this circuit, so from this circuit you have to determine your Y parameters, and the given answer, is 0. Your Y11 is 0.75. Okay, Y12 is minus 0.5. Y21 is minus 0.5, and Y22 is 0.625. Okay. All right. Your first step, is obtaining your Y11 and Y21. Okay, by putting your current source I1 at your port 1, and you short circuit your port 2 here. Okay, so Okay, the equivalent circuit that you have, okay, upon this, okay, condition, okay, is your V1, okay, is here with your I1, okay, as your input current, okay, and then you have 4 ohm resistor here, and you have 2 ohm resistor, okay, your 8 ohm resistor, okay, is assumed or is ignoring, okay, because, okay, you short circuit, okay, the V2, so means your 8 ohm resistor are in parallel with your V2, so this, okay, this resistor, okay, the current will not flow in, okay, your I2, okay, will go to your 2 ohm resistor here, because this become a short circuit, because your 8 resistor here are in parallel with your V2 short circuit terminal. Okay, so what you have is only this circuit. Okay, so from here, okay, you will get your Y11, which equivalent to I1 divided by V1, and Y21, which equivalent to I2 divided by V1. Okay, so from this circuit, okay, so you can get your V1, okay, V1 here, okay, is equivalent to 4 ohm resistor are in parallel with your 2 ohm resistor times with your I1. Okay, so you will get your V1 is equal to 6 divided by 8 I1. Okay, and your Y11 is equal to I1 divided by V1, so means 8 divided by 6, so it will give you 0.75 Siemens for your Y11. Okay, so from here also, okay, so from your V1 is equal to 6 divided by 8 I1. Okay, so we know that your, okay, I1 is equal to, okay, from here I2, okay, we get I2 is equal to 4 divided by 4 plus 2. Using the current divider rules, right? You get your I2 is 4 divided by 4 plus 2 negative I1, because your current, your these two current are in opposite direction. Okay, so from here your I1 is equivalent to 6 divided by 4 negative I2. Okay, so you substitute your I1 with, okay, this value, okay, because we want to get the terms for your V1 and I2. Okay, so your 6 divided by 8, okay, from here 6 divided by 8, you substitute your I1 with 6 divided by 4 negative I2. So finally your V1 is equivalent to minus 2 I2. Okay, and then from here you can get your Y21, which equivalent to I2 divided by V1, okay, which give you minus 1 over 2, okay, that's equivalent to minus 0.5 Siemens. Okay, so now you get your Y11 and Y21. Okay, so the next step, okay, you have to obtain your Y12 and Y22. Okay, by connecting, okay, the current source I2 to port 2 and short circuit, okay, your port 1, which your V1 will equal to 0. Okay, so from here, when you short circuit your terminal input, your input terminal, okay, so your 4 ohm resistor is considered as 0 because they are in parallel with your V1. Okay, so your V1 is equal to 0, so your this 4 ohm resistor, okay, are not longer exist. Okay, so what you have is only 2 ohms and 8 ohms resistor. Okay, and then, okay, from this circuit, you will have your V2 is equal to 8 in parallel with 2 ohms, okay, times with your I2. Okay, and then you can get, okay, your Y22, which is equivalent to I2 divided by V2, okay, is equivalent to 10 divided by 16, will give you 0.625 Siemens for Y22. Okay, so the next, okay, Y12, okay, is obtained, okay, through this, okay, substitution, okay, for your I2 with your I1. Okay, So we know that your I1 is equal to, okay, using the current divider rules, your I1 is 8 divided by 8 plus 2, right? Times with your minus I2, because this I1 and I2 are opposite direction each other. Okay. And then your I2 is equivalent to 10 divided by 8 negative I1. Okay. You substitute your I2, okay, with this equation. Okay. So you get your V2 in terms of I1 is minus 2I1. Okay. So from here, you can get your Y12, which is equivalent to I2 divided by V2, that give you minus 1 over 2. Okay. And finally, okay, your Y12 is equivalent to minus 0.5 Siemens. Okay, you can put your admittance matrix admittance in matrix form. Okay, which your Z11 is 0.75, Z12 is minus 0.5, okay, Z21 is minus 0.5, and sorry, Y22, okay, sorry, okay, so all this is Y22 is equal to 0.625 Siemens.